Absolutely. Results are secondary to performance, and I think those that know me, I say that all the time. I'd rather lose 4-1 and play and show courage than lose 1-0 and just sit and not actually give our fans something to cheer. And boy, did we cheer! What a goal from Jess.
Big improvement performance-wise from the first game. I guess once again it's just little errors, individual mistakes, and at this level, obviously, you're punished to the fullest extent.
Absolutely, and that's why we're here. We're not naive. I mean, Wales is a minnow on the world stage, and they've earned the right to be here and to represent our amazing country. And now we get to see the difference between the top teams and where we're at. There's a fitness component, absolutely, and the second part is those errors of just timing, of the speed of play, and you can't learn those until you've done it, and that's what we've asked for. That's why we're here, and yeah, I've got nothing but just absolute pride for those little legends today. I thought they were phenomenal.
You didn't have a moment against the Netherlands. It was obviously a disappointing day all round. You had a moment today. You had a moment for the ages for Welsh football. And of course, it was Jess Fishlock. Talk us through that, because obviously she's waited almost 20 years for that moment.
I have to look back on the footage. I'm pretty sure I did some pretty insane celebrations, and then I did them again after the VAR. And they should be celebrated. There's moments in these games that we're making history, and they're the fans that are coming out, they're here to support and to just show up for these women. And that's what I was frustrated with from the first game. And it was across the board. I was frustrated with myself as well, because I felt like we let the moment take away from the opportunity to play with a freedom. And that's what they did today, and it's what we want to see again in the next match. Is like, there's no reason not to go for it. The worst case is we lose. Okay, we lose. We have to learn. We have to keep pushing, and that's exactly what I asked for today, and that's exactly what they did.
Thank you. Megan?
Yeah. Hi, Rhian. I just want to ask about Safia Middleton-Patel coming in. It's obviously a bold choice, but maybe barring the sort of like individual error she made in the second half, I think a lot of people were really impressed by her performance. It's only her 5th cap, if I'm right.
Oh, okay. Yep. We've got young keepers, and we're at these Euros because of Olivia Clark. She's been phenomenal for us. It's a really hard thing to change a keeper. You don't do it very often, and the way that she's handled that and being a fantastic teammate, I've been beyond impressed with. Saf has a skill set that's slightly different than Liv's, and we made the call because I thought it was going to give us some opportunities, and she played again right on the edge, which is what happens against, I think France is a top team. I think they're a very, very good team. And, she got caught once, and that's going to happen. She did exactly what I asked of her, and I've got nothing but pride in her performance, and real. It's not even pride. I'm kind of like, I feel like a proud parent, because she stepped up to the plate, and that's a very difficult thing to do, and how she shook it off as well. I thought it was a mature performance.
Just ask about Hayley Ladd real quick, because I know she didn't come on, but is she okay, or is that tactics as well? Or
yeah, she's been a little bit ill, but she's doing well, and she was ready to play. Just making sure we're taking care of our team as well. But she was ready to come on.
A second moment for today was Sophie Ingle coming on since September, her first game back. I mean, it's a huge moment for her. Then Jess obviously sort of replacing her and putting her arms up to the fans. I guess emotionally, how is everyone from that?
I mean, Soph's worked so hard to be back. She's at the beginning, like my first camp, I think I've talked at length. She came up to me and said, "I want to give up the armband." And I said, "This doesn't look good for me, that I show up and I take the armband for you." She is team first in everything she does. And then to have her be injured and to have this Euros be a doubt was hard, because not many are as deserving as Sophie Ingle. She's worked really, really hard, and she's been fortunate. ACLs can be tough, and everyone handles them differently, and your body reacts differently. She's been fortunate that she hasn't had any was a proud moment to be able to put her on the pitch to experience that Euro moment.
Get around to Sky.
Hey, Rhian, have you ever in your career had 2 defeats like this, yet you're speaking like this with pride and a smile on your face? And did you ever think you would be in this position?
I did. I hope that I stay the same in that performances are what I'm looking for. And I've coached lots of different types of teams, whether it's club or country, and the team you get is what you have to work with. And this incredible group continue to surprise me, but also to inspire me. They shock me all the time with some of their team first attitudes, how they went towards turning around a performance, the last performance that was, they knew not to their standard, and that's not the loss. It was the sort of insular type of performance where they were frightened to make mistakes. And I will continue in whatever I do to believe in a team that is courageous enough to make the errors. That's what football's about. And this team, that's what they showed tonight. And we have to celebrate that Euro goal. We have to celebrate the courage of some of our young players stepping into the world stage and learning the lessons that will only go on to push them to new standards.
I know you won't tell us everything, but can you give us a sense of what's been said in the dressing room tonight when everyone got back in there and everyone was together? I know it's a sacred place, but can you give us some idea of what it was like in there?
Well, it's that sacred that I haven't actually been back in the locker room yet. I'm sure we'll hear their music. They should be rightly very proud of that performance. And I would like to make a special mention. There's women who haven't seen the field yet. And this is a team of 26. We have 3 training players who don't even get to dress and don't even get to sit on the bench and don't even get to go in the locker room. There's a group of 26 here who are having to handle the disappointment of not dressing or not playing and still be a top teammate. And that is the kind of behaviors that I'm always inspired by. They have each other's backs, and I think a special mention to Olivia Clark again, who there is no exaggeration when I say we are here at this Euros because of her performances for Wales. And I made a tough call to try a different type of keeper in that game. How lucky am I to have 2? And I have a third as well who's ready to step in if needed.
Last one from me. Listen, I know you have plans in place. You have to prepare. You've got another game against England. What do you do between now, the journey back home to the team base, tomorrow, Friday? Are you maybe in a slightly better place to prepare for this, given just everything, your attitude and atmosphere that you're bringing across now?
We've been in a good, we have our processes to turn games around. Tomorrow we won't train. I'll give them. We've been together a long time, and again, that's a learning for this team. It's a learning for our staff. We've been together, and we get on really well. But it's also time for some family to just get away. We're in a beautiful hotel, but it's quite remote. So let's get them into somewhere so they can go grab a coffee with their families. I've said it from the beginning. This Welsh team is more connected to their families than anyone else, and everyone loves their people, but it's important that they reconnect with their reasons why, and who they play for. So that will be our plan for tomorrow, and then we prepare for an England team who really had a strong performance tonight.
Thank you as always.
Thank you.
Any questions on Francais?
Oh. Here's the test.
It'll be one more in English, I'm afraid.
All right.
No problems.
Philip O'Connor from the Reuters News Agency. My colleague Laurie Ewing would have loved to have been here and pose this question to you, but I'll do it instead.
All right.
I think many neutrals watching the game this evening would have been surprised by the Welsh fans. What does Jess Fishlock mean to these fans at the football? Because their reception to her goal and the fact that it was her who scored, it was incredible.
I don't think you have many players anywhere in the world who are such servants to their nation. I mean, she plays in Seattle. That flight is terrible, and she's never turned down Wales, and she's done it for years. How many years has she done that?
15, 16 years.
50, I mean, and she's at the twilight of her career, and whenever she chooses to call it a day, she has demonstrated what it is to be a proud Welsh woman who will give everything to her country and to her team. And there haven't been so many highlights. There's been great games. There's been fantastic performances. But they haven't quite made it to the world stage, and she's on it, and she's on the field, and she scores that goal, and everyone knows like that is one of those moments that we should celebrate. We should celebrate it properly because they just don't come around, these firsts, very often. So to qualify, to be here, to learn these lessons, to stick together, and to have not just the goal, but some beautiful passages of play where we really, I think, at times we pin France back. Like these are big moments, and we can't look past them.
What's she like in the group? Is she a leader? Are the other girls in awe of her, or do they go to her for advice? What kind of person is she in the locker room?
I think you guys need to know that I'm not in the locker room very much. I'm not on the team. I'm in the coach's room. I think around the team, I'm very fortunate. I have a Kaylee Barton. I have a Sophie Ingle. I have a Jess Fishlock. I have a Laura O'Sullivan who's in the crowd today. I have, I'm going to forget, we have this senior group who they are the front line. I mean, I was just saying that the stat about this incredible Dutch player with 250 odd caps, which is more appearances than Wales have played international games. Her career spans the whole of Welsh history on the women's side. And we are minnows. We are at the very cusp of what we're going to be doing in Wales with women's football. And Jess is leading that charge with the group of women. And I am completely in awe of this moment and this group. And I want to thank the fans because I know that they're here showing up and they're at home watching to celebrate. They recognize this. And we're not naive to the huge mountain ahead of us in each game that we play. But also we have a responsibility to just give it everything we have, and Jess leads the way with that. I don't think I answered your question, but I went for it too.